time here at IPPE, we had a lot of folks stop by our booth, and we have a conversation wall, and we really encourage people to put their stickers on the spots that were important to them, topics that really resonated with them. And as you can see, we maybe didn't get as many stickers as we wanted, but we did get where there's a cluster, right here and here. There's two clusters. One is the managing spreadsheets. You've got all your PhDs and your highly educated folks spending their time on a spreadsheet, and then person dependent work. And that can be, also these spreadsheets, but it also can be, you've got one guy in your mill who's got all the knowledge. You've got a formulator who's got all the knowledge in their head, and you are dependent on them. Compliance is another one. You're dependent on those folks to ensure the success and reduce the risk within your business. And so that's the story we're hearing. And that's one thing that I'd be great, Best Mix can help resolve these two. We've got lots of opportunity around those two topics to improve your business. So the person dependent work, let's get that in the software, and we can work with you to capture your processes, capture your data. And managing spreadsheets, everyone loves spreadsheets, right? So we're never going to get rid of those, but you can have the data in Best Mix, and then you can export it to a spreadsheet and do your pivot tables. But at least then it's not at risk only living in a spreadsheet. I'm going to move to rating the importance of these topics within your business. So, clearly product innovation is the heaviest hit. Employee retention, which is not surprising in the agribusiness sector, that is an issue. It is a challenge, and it has been for a few years now. So that does not surprise me. And I think the sustainability, it's still a factor. The ones who answered in that area, it was very important to them. Very little on the AI, that was surprising to me, because I feel like that's a trigger right now. That's a focus of a lot of folks, but that is not something that has been, I guess, captured or it's not acknowledged based on this survey. But employee retention, we actually feel that Best Mix is part of employee retention. So if you have a software that empowers your employee to do their job, that actually has a nice user interface, and it's a good response time and things like that, that can be part of employee retention. Versus having a slow, I heard a story from a prospect or a customer where they click a button and then they go get coffee. And then they click a button and they go to use the restroom. That's not how Best Mix runs. So that's an example of a software or solution helping with employee retention. Protecting your IP, this I think can be part because it was a bit more user level and maybe not leadership or IT folks where that's a trigger for them, but obviously protecting IP. But this one, save this one for last, product innovation. So this here feeds directly into this product innovation. And this is where you get your employees back. This is where you get their time back. This is where that salary that you're paying for a PhD or a high educated person, this is where you get the return on that investment. This is not. And we can help you move those resources back down to your product innovation. Another key factor that goes along with this product innovation is that's what these employees want to be doing. That's what they went to school for. That's what they're educated in. They want to be innovating on products rather than working on spreadsheets and chasing down someone who has all the knowledge to complete a certain job. It also, that feeds into the employee retention. So if you have your people doing the things they enjoy doing, they tend to stay with the company.